You ain't speaking against it. It means you go along with it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God, understand. Yeah, you understand. You can be understanding right on into the lake. So he told in one parable, and he said, the man got in there and didn't have on a wedding garment. This is what we're saying. There's a whole lot of pull-up. We see a change of raiment. So if we're going back, we go back to the Old Testament, when the Naaman, after he got through getting cleansed from leprosy, and then he requested that he was going to give the man of God some gifts. And one of the gifts was 10 changes of raiment. See, this means there's a whole lot of pulling off and a whole lot of putting on during the course of your faith walk. It's stuff you got to pull off. You can't go in because you're going to say how you can get in here and not have a wedding garment. I mean, we got a whole lot of putting off and putting on that we got to do. A whole lot of changing the raiment. These garments got to come off.
Yes, sir.
See, stuff that we're doing, so you got to put that off and put on. What the Lord said, put on. When you say, the scripture say, put on the Lord Jesus Christ, that said a whole lot.
Hey.
See, when you put on the Lord, you're going to say that the works is evil. Because he said, you got the sword of the Spirit, right? You're going to say the same thing the Lord said. The Lord said the works are evil. If you have put on the Lord, you're going to say the same thing.
Yes, sir. Speak, Lord. Talk to me.
See? Put on the Lord Jesus Christ, and it said, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust there. They make no provision, see? And that's saying, like the writer in Hebrews says, make straight paths for your feet.
Oh.
That means they don't need to be getting in a situation to know it's going to take me back down again.
Yes, sir.
So he said, make straight paths for your feet. Said, strengthen the weak, the feeble knees. Lift up your heads and hang down and strengthen the feeble knees and make straight paths for your feet. That's what the apostle is telling you.
Yes, sir.
See, that means it's stuff we got to do. We got to pull off. There's a whole lot. That's why I say ain't no such thing. People talk about they're going to get it together the last minute. You ain't got time. You might leave this world so fast.
Thank you.
You ain't got time to repent. See, it's a whole lot of stuff. That's why I say you ain't going to sneak up in there because the man got in there and said, how you get in here? And he called them friends. He called them friends. So look, how the love of God is manifested. He said, friend, how did you get in here not having a wedding garment? Said the man was speechless. Then he told him to bind him hand and foot and cast him into outer darkness. But he still called him friend. Somebody said, well, what kind of friend is that? Well, that's how the Lord is. He still was speaking peacefully to the man, but you're going to be going right on to the lake.
In the lake. That's it. Bye-bye.
See?
Boy, I tell you.
So that's what we're talking about. So there's a whole lot of stuff we got to prepare. When it says, going back to the Old Testament in Genesis, when the Lord appeared to Abraham in the tent door, and he told Sarah, his wife, to make cakes upon the earth.
Explain that.
See? And then when you go back to the New Testament, it says, John says, when John the Baptist came on the scene, they said, to make ready a people prepared unto the Lord. See? And that's why you got to have ministers in place. John the Baptist said his reason was to make the crooked places straight and all that stuff. The high hills to be. That's not talking about mountain ranges and everything. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about people that are lifted up in pride, they got to come down. People that are low degree, they got to be exalted.
Come on here.
See, that's what he's saying. Make the crooked places straight. He's not talking about you all out there in the Sahara Desert. That's not even what he's talking about. He's talking about people that got to be straightened out.
Come on here.
To make ready a people prepared. And that's why he told Sarah to make ready quickly 3 cakes, prepare them on the earth. So they was on the fire. They said the cakes, you got to roast them on one end, you got to turn them over. See, after you say, man, you still ain't done yet. Look, somebody say, pull you out the oven, you still ain't done. Flip them over and put them back in there. See, well, we ain't done yet. We got to go through.
Come on here.
We got to go. Since refining process is painful. So you say, maybe we refine it. He said in Malachi, he said he's going to sit as a refiner of silver.
Yes,
It ain't nothing pretty about that. It's a painful experience. You got to go through.
Yes, sir.
But he's going to sit as It's like you said, full of soap and a refiner of fire. That's what he's going to do to the sons of Levi. So that's what we're talking about. You got to go through. People say, man, I don't feel like going through this. But it's needful. We got to get, you know what I'm saying? We got to be developed in the process.
Come on here.
So we're going to knock off right there because we're running short on time. But we want to encourage the believers. And those who might be listening by way of social media. And we thank the Lord for this time here.
Yes, sir.
And we just keep on believing God. We done seen the Lord come through. Because the scripture told us in James that the Lord is pitiful and of tender mercies. The Lord will come through.
Yes, sir.
And he will pity your situation. We got to hang in there with the Lord. When the Lord come through, it's a fixed deal. When God come through somewhere and he say he's going to clean up the earth, that's what he's going to do.
You can clean it up.
And afterwards, you'll be able to come through. But we pray the Lord bless you till the next time we meet. The Lord say shalom.
Shalom.